Okay guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we got '09 Nissan Maxima here. Customer states no heat. First thing what I do check is, and after that he told me it overheats. So the first thing I check here is, as you can see, I open this baby up. There's no antifreeze in here. You know, sometimes I can squeeze this, so this cap, radiator cap, opens up just like that. All right, and so the car's overheating. Obviously your heat works with the antifreeze, so if there's no antifreeze, there's no heat. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put some antifreeze in here. Where did it go? It must have a leak somewhere, so we'll check it out. But let me put some antifreeze in here and let's see what happens. Okay, I went and got me some antifreeze. Usually green or blue, whatever it calls for, go with it. But it's just a color. Antifreeze is antifreeze to me. So what we got here is some. I'm gonna get a different one. This one looks too clear. Okay, I'm gonna use this green one here. I'm sorry about the little spill. So here it is. So you can mix blue and green. I have no issues with that. Anybody that has any issues with it, don't even comment, okay? So we're gonna fill this baby up. So I spilled some, so we're gonna be precautious to see if there's any leaks. I don't see nothing leaking, but that's just the drips that I have. So this could be a slow leakage in the water pump. It could be anywhere. But you do need to check for leaks. So let me get another thing people put is a leak stopper. It's like a metal particles, which what it does is it destroys your system. You're not gonna have heat after that because this thing is like bone dry in here. You're not gonna have heat because that thing is gonna block the core, okay? Core is just like another radiator, which has small little tubings inside, and the metal particles will kind of tend to block everything, and you will not have heat. Anyways, I'm gonna top this off, and then we'll start the car up. Okay, so this thing took about 1.5 gallons. Obviously, it was gonna overheat. So never open your cap unless the system has cooled off. So I don't see any metal particles that he could have put in there. But what we're gonna do is, also another thing with these Maxima is, I do have a video on how I use airlift tool, meaning I suck all the air out of the system and then I push the antifreeze in it, because sometimes these are known, some of these also Ultima is known to not have a heat after you do a coolant flush. Your heat could be working today, you go to the shop, do a coolant flush, they drain it and then they fill it. That doesn't work out. So check that video out. What it does is it collapses all the pipes, so it kind of fills it up really nice in there. And anyways, I'm gonna go inside, start the vehicle, and see if we have heat, and then I will check for leaks. Right now I don't see anything. I do see my drops and drips, but other than that I don't see nothing major down there. And then you do want to check the water pump area, because it could be a slow leakage around the pump area. Check the pipes all around. So those could be some of the issues, but we'll let this car run and see if there's anything. So I got the car running in here, so we definitely got heat. Okay, we definitely got heat. I'm gonna let the car run for a little while. We definitely got heat in here, okay? Temperature gauge is halfway, which is perfect. We got heat. Okay, so I'm gonna let the customer drive this vehicle, but I am gonna tell them the same precaution if the car doesn't overheat. Obviously, if it's gonna overheat and not have a heat, it was gonna engine was gonna overheat, but you wasn't gonna have no heat inside the cabin, because they both work together. Hot antifreeze is what gives you heat. Okay, if there's no coolant, it's gonna obviously overheat, and then obviously you're not gonna have heat inside the cabin. Okay, one versus the other. Anyways, if your heat doesn't work, you also want to check blend door motors on this baby. Other than that, this is pretty good. I'm gonna let the car run here for 5-10 minutes, then I'll jack it up and check for any leaks in the water pump. And I'm gonna charge this customer 2 gallons of antifreeze, and I'm gonna charge them for my time probably like another $60, which I think is fair, because I'm gonna be honest with them. But we do need to further check where did the antifreeze go, because it could be a slow leakage and then he never checked it, and throughout the whole summer he was using Right now, pretty much the antifreeze went low at a certain point where it's gonna overheat and not give you heat inside. So it could have been that he got by it, but it went below a certain level because it's gotta be to the top level. Anyways, I don't wanna make this video too long talking nonsense, but first thing you wanna check is your antifreeze. So right now I'm gonna let the car run, then I'm gonna let the car cool off. I'm gonna go for a drive, and then I'm gonna recheck the antifreeze because it is gonna go down a little bit more, and then I'll top off his reservoir. Thank you for watching this video. So the heat works now, and I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. So if you got a vehicle that heat doesn't work, also one thing I want to say more, this can also be a symptom where your car heat will drop as the car stops or come to an idle, because the pump is spinning fast, water pump, to push the antifreeze through the core, just because it came to a certain level, and then it will have that force to push it through the core or into it, and then it come back around and it goes in, and when you come to idle or stop, the pump is not spinning as fast, the RPMs is low, and the pump is not moving fast enough to push the antifreeze in. So if you're having that kind of symptom, it could be also a cause of a low antifreeze. So this could be as simple as a $20 fix, but if you come to a mechanic, obviously there's gonna be a fee. Like I said, yeah, I'm gonna charge this customer, he's a good customer of mine, I'm gonna charge him 60 bucks and plus 2 gallons of antifreeze because the thing nearly had nothing. And I did notice a small little leak in the bottom, so I might add a little bit more fee. Clamp is rusted out, usually clamps rust out on these, so get another clamp and put it on. Anyway guys, thank you for watching my video.